Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here today, and thanks for all of you that have tuned in live on our broadcast today. Guys, those of you in our studio this afternoon, I'm going to ask you to put your phones on silent for me. We have something in this room that makes phones ring. I don't know what it is, but unless you want the whole country to hear it, unless it's really good. If it's really good and you want the country to hear it, then let's have those cell phones turned on. Otherwise, let's have them on silent. We're going to spend the next sort of 30, 40 minutes talking about DuePoint. That's where you're at this afternoon. As a reminder, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. This means a couple of things to you. Firstly, we are South African and not foreign. Secondly, we are a public listed life and short-term insurance company. And we've been around since 1952, so we are 68 years old. This is not something that's new. It's not something that's here today, gone tomorrow. We are a long-standing member of the financial community in South Africa today. And so, I want to just, I see the guys are tuning in for me live, which is great. You see our technology. It doesn't matter where you are. Even in the studio, you can live stream me. It's excellent. Folks, we started DuePoint about 5 years ago, and we had a core reason, a core objective for creating this division. We were trying to solve a problem that we were realizing was an endemic problem across South Africa at the time, but one that people didn't know about, that most people hadn't yet realized about, and most people still have their head in the sand about today. And that was that we are, as individuals in South Africa, in financial crisis. Now, last night I had a presentation with an individual who walked out after I said that. Now, I've said to you before in presentations, South Africans don't like it when I tell you that we're in financial crisis, and he proved it. He didn't like me telling him a fact that he does not believe to be true. And we say that to ourselves as South Africans. We keep our heads in the sand, telling ourselves, no, it will all come right. We've got to hand it to ourselves for a tremendous sense of hope in the unknown, because that's what we've got. We continue to hang in there, believing that at some stage in the future there'll be this magical turnaround. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been doing any reading on the internet, reading the economists are putting up around South Africa, there's no hope, not for the 2 generations to come after us. Right now, changes in government policy, changes in economic policy would result in a 70-year turnaround for South Africa. 70 years. This means that in South Africa today we have no options. No options to increase our earnings, no options to control our earnings, and no way to stay ahead of inflation. You guys all know how inflation is running away with us in South Africa today. These are things we don't like hearing. People think that I'm saying this as some kind of marketing pitch, some kind of thing to market DuePoint. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a marketing pitch. It was the very reason why we formed DuePoint. It's because it was a reality. It was a fact. And as part of the corporate environment in South Africa, we needed to create sustainability for ourselves, let alone our customers. And so we created what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system was designed specifically for South Africans in our environment. It was one designed to handle all the things that we know about South Africans. We know that South Africans don't want to be selling anything. Great, there is no selling in the DuePoint system. We know that South Africans don't want to be doing any more of those presentations. Perfect. There's no presentations in the DuePoint system. There's no stock. There's no carrying around stuff or application forms or any of that sort of stuff. No. What we did is we used the latest technology available to us in South Africa, and we created a platform whereby South Africans merely need to connect other South Africans to us. That's it. By connecting South Africans to us through our technology, you create for us a distribution platform into which we as Constantia DuePoint can come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. By doing that, we're able to increase our revenue as a corporate, but it also allows us then to create for you wealth. We are not in the business of cash, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a side hobby that some people do. And many of you, to try and supplement your income, have done things which has created cash for you. You've sold things, and in the transactions, you've got cash. None of that has, of course, ever changed your circumstances. And this is the big thing that we had to look at when we formed DuePoint. When you look at a transactional type business, you never empower that individual to create wealth. Wealth is an income that changes your circumstances. It empowers you to move out of the bracket you're in into a higher bracket in the socio-economic strata of South Africa. Creating wealth is not easy. It is not simple, and therefore it has not until this time been done in South Africa for the average South African. Again, that's not a marketing pitch, that's the truth. As we formed DuePoint, we realized that what we were doing had not been done before in South Africa's history. What we do is we equip you through our financial services to create an income that is recurring. It is there every month. It is built off of the back of the fact that our products are debit order driven. Debit orders raise every month automatically. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're busy or not. Our debit orders raise, and it means that you create a steadfast, reliable income. That is what wealth is. And our system is designed to build that for you. It is also built, as I said, in the South African context. We know that South Africans are too busy for everything. It's a South African statement. It's a cultural statement. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so busy. Do you want to look at this new thing? I'm sorry, I'm too busy for that. Folks, if you didn't say that to the person who tried to connect you here today, then you're obviously foreign. Because if you're South African, that's our knee-jerk reaction. I'm too busy. We know that. And so we built the system around that circumstance because this is homegrown South African. Our system leverages the little bits of time you have. It allows you to leverage the little bits of time others have and create what we call channels in our system. These channels empower you to create wealth even as you sleep. You see, we don't have products that you have to haul around with you. Ours are instantaneously delivered perfectly around the nation 24 hours a day, 365 days a year at a click of a button. This means it doesn't matter how busy you are now capable of creating wealth 24 hours a day in our system. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, we don't charge you for the use of our system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get free use of our offices, our staff, our systems, our technology, even our tea and coffee if you come here. We do not put you in a negative position before you're able to create wealth. Everywhere else you've gone to and every other presentation you've ever been to, they've said to you, you just need to buy the starter kit. You just need to pay the monthly fee or buy the application forms or pay for training. Here at DuePoint, there is none of that. You simply pick up the tool and start creating wealth for yourself. You also don't need any specific education or experience. You're not salespeople. This is one of the things that South Africans battle with when they sit in this presentation. They believe they have to go out and sell something. That's not what we do at DuePoint. We ask you just to connect South Africans to us. And as a result, you're not salespeople. You're not intermediaries. You're not brokers. You're not representatives. You're not advisors of ours. You simply connect. And by simply connecting, everybody has the opportunity to create for themselves at DuePoint an asset. An asset is something that creates recurring income for you. An asset is something you can price and sell, which is exactly what you can do with your channels at DuePoint. And an asset is something that will outlive you. In the DuePoint system, the income that you make from the channel that you build during your lifetime will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away one day. And so you are not only building an income for yourself, but you are building an income for the generations after you. When I say that we realized that we were doing something that had never been done before in South Africa, I mean it. This is, as far as we know, the only intergenerational wealth creation company in South Africa today. That's a big statement. As South Africans, we don't think about the next generation. We have been built off of 200 years of survival. All we've done is wanted to survive ourselves. Very few of us have thought about building so that our children can have a step up and their children can have a step up. Very few of us. But here at DuePoint, you automatically create intergenerational wealth with the channels that you build with us here. And folks, we've built it in a way that is absolutely convenient to you. The technology that we've designed is in your phone already. Today, we will simply unlock it. And that will allow you to go out and connect people to us. Those individuals will do the same thing. They will pass through presentations like this. They will use our technology and they will connect individuals and so on as your channel, your platform of distribution spreads out across the country. Now, folks, we haven't been doing this for 5 minutes. I'm not telling you something I'm hoping is going to happen. We've been doing this for nearly half a decade now as a division of Constantia. And so we know what this looks like. This is an actual picture of a channel. That's what it is. We actually have channel distribution. You might notice it's not in this shape. How many people have said to you, DuePoint is a pyramid scheme? We always have such a laugh at that. We have 9 regulators that review us, on-site reviews, and yet somehow some people think that that's what we are. No, ladies and gentlemen, we're a wealth creation company. And having created that platform for us through our technology, we then, as DuePoint the insurance company, come along and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel, and your wealth is born. Now, we distribute this wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that it is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment was made. Now, this sounds complicated, but it's not. It's the simplest system in the country. You're going to go out, you're going to connect people to us using our technology. Those individuals will pay for their products, and you will get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, R55. Not once. Not like when you had to sell the pot or the cleaning agent or the toiletry or the stomach muti or the whatever it was that you were distributing previously. No. Here you have created, through this single connection to us, a stream of income. This 55 comes in now every month thereafter when that product is paid. You do not need to chase after that individual to pay again, to buy again. No, our system automatically raises the debit order. And as the payments come in, your stream of income flows. These individuals will connect others. They will pay for their products, and you will get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, R55 again. In this particular example, you've connected a handful of people and you're earning R1,000 a month with us. That's R12,000 a year that you've created. You did not have to be particularly busy to connect a handful of people. So again, if you feel like that's your circumstances, congratulations, you're like every one of us. But a handful of connections and you're earning R12,000 a month with us. You want more? Connect more. It's that simple. Just keep connecting people through our technology. We got 57 million South Africans to get to. 57 million. You can do this the rest of your life. And by doing that, you can create an income of any level. We do not cap you at any point in your channel. From the 8th point on, you'll always get 4% of R27.50 for every payment in your channel where you qualify. This means that no matter how much money you need, maybe you like, and we've had a few examples like this, I don't need this, I earn R125,000 a month. I go, that's great, you can earn R125,000 here. You could earn R500,000 a month here. But you could also earn R5,000 a month if that's what you want. There is no limit to your aspiration in the DuePoint system. This is a permanent, lifetime opportunity that creates permanent, lifetime, intergenerational wealth. The more years we commit to the new tools in the 21st century, the more wealth you can create for yourself. The more time you commit to the old tools of the 20th century, the poorer you get in the South African economic state. That's a fact. That's not a marketing ploy. That's a fact. Here we give you the tool to give you control back of your income and to give you the ability to aspire again. How much can you earn in the DuePoint system? Well, that's completely up to you. You'll decide, but we use a very simple example here in our presentation. We call 3 plus 2. It's a powerful calculation. It's a powerful demonstration of our system, but it is also one that fits into everybody's circumstances, no matter how busy you are. 3 says that in your first month, we'd like you to connect 3 people to us. You can connect 10 or 100 or 1 or nothing. That's up to you. But if you can connect 3 people in your first month and then plus 2 people thereafter, that's not a big ask. 3 connections in your first month and 2 every month thereafter. That fits into everybody's lifestyle, guys. If you can do that, but keep that up. Keep connecting solid connections, 2 of them every month going forward. Well, then we can quite accurately predict how much you're going to earn. Why? Because we've been doing this for years. We have the data. We know how channels grow in the South African context with DuePoint. And so we know that if you do that for 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about R2,500 a month. R2,500 a month is R30,000 a year. You've created it in 6 months. You haven't really been doing anything. You've been connecting 2 people a month. And you're on R2,500 a month. I know there's many things that tell you you're going to be rich in 3 months. But nobody ever gets rich off of the back of those things. But here you have certainty because you know who we are. We have a long-standing track record. And therefore you know that R2,500, while it doesn't sound like the R100,000 you were promised elsewhere, it is a certainty. We don't deal in speculation at DuePoint. There's lots of things you can speculate on. You can speculate on cryptocurrency, on forex, on gambling, on betting. There's lots of things. The lottery, and they're all legit, but they're speculation. Here at DuePoint, we don't deal in speculation. We deal in certainty. Input, output. That is how our system works. And so you know the 2 solid connections a month for 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be in about R2,500 a month. But if you put in a year with us, 1 year with us, that 2.5 becomes 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month is 120,000 Rands worth of income that you have now created for yourself per annum, on top of whatever else you do. You might still have your job. Perfect. But now you can pay for your kids' private school. You can pay for medical aid. You can put a deposit down on a house or on a car. Now you've had your circumstances changed. You see, I've said this before. Many people want the 100,000 Rand a month that they promised on their WhatsApps and Facebooks. But what people actually need is 10,000 Rand a month. If you had a reliable, steadfast 10,000 Rand coming in every month, how do you think your circumstances would change? Instead of a fake promise of 100,000 Rand. Folks, some of you get to 10,000 will continue. If you do 2 years with us, that 10 becomes 30. If you do 3, it becomes 40, and then it becomes 60. And then if you've done half a decade with us, it becomes 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. Again, this is not false promises. We've got people that have worked through this cycle already. We know how it works. We have done it already. We have wealth engineers whose lives are completely different today than they were a couple of years ago, because they've put the 2 ingredients to success into the DuePoint system with us: time and numbers. Numbers are the number of people you connect, but the ingredient that South Africans don't like is time. I ask the question all the time, would you be willing to put years in to create wealth? People say, no, I need the wealth now. And I go, but ladies and gentlemen, there is no way of creating wealth now. There is only permanent, life-changing, intergenerational wealth with time. Time is years at DuePoint, not weeks and not months. Everyone else will promise you'll be rich in 3 months, but never deliver. We'll tell you that real wealth is produced over time. And if you do put the time in, we can guarantee that whatever you've created, you will earn with us here at DuePoint. It's the difference between us and everybody else, and everything else that you have seen is the certainty factor. But time is the key ingredient with us. Now, we've had people been doing this now for half a decade with us, tens of thousands of individuals, but we put 2 or 3 of them up on our stage every month to show you how people are using our tools. Some slowly. Some people are busy and don't have time. We show you them. We show you the high flyers that shoot the lights out and earn plenty in no time at all. And we put the spectrum up for you to see. This last couple of weeks, we had Natasha Weldrick up. She's from Port Elizabeth. She's a single mom, and she's been with us for 2.5 years now. As a single mom, she tells me, well, last time we chatted, which was a while ago, that she works 7 days a week to support her kids. She works in retail. Sundays, the shop's open. She's in that shop. She doesn't have time for DuePoint. And so over the course of 2.5 years, with a little bit here and a little bit there, 15 minutes here, an hour there, not working like you guys could on DuePoint, but just little bit, she's created a channel that's now worth nearly 10,000 Rand a month to her. Now, you've got to ask yourself the question, as a single mom, what does 10,000 Rand a month do for you? How is your life made better if you know in the middle of every month you're going to get another 10 grand? It changes everything. It's changed everything for Natasha. She will continue to grow. In another year or 2, that could be 15 or 20,000 Rand a month. She found 13 people that are active. They put 400 people in her channel. Would you work to find 13 people for 10,000 Rand a month? These are the questions you've got to ask yourself today. We have hundreds of these testimonies that you can go and watch on our YouTube channel. If you want to see people earning way more than 10 grand, we got them. If you want to see people that are working the DuePoint system while running full-time jobs elsewhere, we got them too. You can go and watch those testimonies on our YouTube channel, and I encourage you to do so, and then decide what you want out of the DuePoint system. How much? Maybe 5 grand a month is enough for you. That's fine. We can do that. But maybe some of you say, no, I need to replace my income of 150,000 Rand a month. Great. We can do that too, and we've got people who have done it. So go and watch the testimonies and then get into our system. Folks, the second way we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. It's our training program. It's how we teach you to become a social entrepreneur and how to create sustainable wealth. We teach you about the economics of the environment that you live in and everything you need to know about being financially independent. It's an entire spectrum of world-class training that we put you through for free. As you complete the steps in the training program, you are rewarded with what we call XP points, experience points. These experience points accumulate, and as they do and your channel grows, we rank you up in this program and we reward you with cash. Cash in the beginning, and it gets more and more as you rank up through our training program. And then at rank 5, we equip you. We give you an entire business kit that you can use to continue to accelerate the growth of your channel with us at DuePoint. Then at rank 7, we give you a imported, gold-gilded, custom-made set of business cards for you, specifically made for you with gold leaf, not gold ink, gold leaf. that you can now legitimize the process of what you're doing. When you put a gold leaf card in people's hands, suddenly you don't look like everything else. Suddenly you look very, very unique, which is exactly what DuePoint is. And then at rank 9, for those of you who put that second ingredient of time in and get to rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size, from that day forward, every year, we'll take you and your family away on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip for a week. We go in December when it's hot and expensive and when your kids are on school holidays. We've booked for this year already. 7th of December, we're going. The wonderful thing about DuePoint is that we've delivered on all of our promises already. And so instead of putting fake pictures up on WhatsApp and Facebook, we show you the years that we've traveled with our rank 9s away, with their spouses, with their children. I can show you the actual footage of those trips. And then all you need to decide is whether you're willing to put the time and the numbers in to change your life completely, forever, with the DuePoint system. If you do, then your Decembers are going to look like this. Goodness, on a day like this, wherever you are around the country, we've got people watching in Bloemfontein and Kimberley and Cape Town. I could see you all watching online in KZN and Eastern Cape. We know what cold feels like today, don't we? Wouldn't you like to be there? Wouldn't you like to be there right now? I know I certainly would, and we are going. As I said, we booked 7th of December, new location, new hotel, business class tickets waiting for the rank 9s. Now we've got a whole group. It's a growing group every year, as you can see, of rank 9s that are coming away with us. Who's going to be the new rank 9s this year? Who's going to be the new rank 9s this year? Yeah. You can get there at any speed you like. You're going to choose. You can be there in 5 months, like this chap, or you can be there in 3 years, We have rank 9s that have taken anywhere between 5 months and 3 years. Somebody's going to beat the 5-month record, and someone's going to take longer than 3 years to get there. It doesn't matter. This is not competitions. This is wealth creation. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not financed from us. It's not rented from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car in your name. If you're willing to put the time and energy in, all of this can be your reality. Or you can go back to your traditional jobs, where none of these are promises that you will receive. None of these. But here they are. And here they've been delivered already. Go to our YouTube channel and watch the delivery of our promises. Go and see that this is real. It's now about whether you want to become a spectator or a participator in what we're doing in the DuePoint system. Folks, we create our wealth off the back of our financial services products, as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation. There's 4 options at the moment. We have Access Wealth. It's 324 Rand a month, and it gives you 2 products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand of your 324 every month, and we put it into your investment account so that you start building an asset for yourself. We're in the business of wealth. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical declarations or examinations. Every South African, no matter their personal circumstances, can be involved in DuePoint and have cover from us. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Cover. It starts at $299. It gives you a whole host of options. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, whether you want 5 or 10 family members on the plan, and you as the principal member get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, so that when you die, we cover 10,000 Rands worth of your outstanding debt, so that your family don't have to. Our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month to be a member of our club, and you get access to all of our suppliers. As a 7-decade-old insurance company, we get suppliers coming to us every week with prices and packages and vouchers and VIP services and you name it that you can get. We have a whole host of suppliers we're always adding that help you change your monthly spend. You can spend less for more through this product if you commit to the use of the product. All of the products require your engagement, and therefore we have made training videos on every single one of these products that you can watch on our website that will show you how to maximize your benefits. We believe that these are the best products in their class in the country. The best. That's factual again. I'm not making an advert. We've done the research. We believe they are the best. And so even if you choose not to be a wealth engineer today, you can be comfortable that you have the best in-class products in the country today. If you want to debate me, come and bring your product and I will show you how good our products are. Folks, we wrap all of this in our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest is there to get you started straight away and to sustain you once you are started. It runs in calendar months. First day to the last day of every month. It repeats itself over and over again. And what it says is that if you can put 10 people in, 20 people in, or 30 people in any given month and make sure they're paid by the end of that month, we will put on top of your returns and rewards that we were explaining earlier, on top of that, we'll put a bonus of 5, 10, or 15,000 Rand. Now, we get a lot of wealth engineers that join DuePoint for the 5 grand. And I really don't understand that. Why would you want to come and get the 5 grand and leave when you can come in and get the 5 grand every single month and at the same time create for yourself a permanent wealth with us? Do not join DuePoint for the 5 grand. Join DuePoint for the fact that if you do this every single month for the year, you can create for yourself a bonus of 60,000, 120,000, 180,000 Rand a year. People look at these numbers, some of them, and go, but Brendan, we can't do it. It's impossible. I go, really? I've got people doing it every single month. Every single month. We've got people that achieve our Achievers Quests. We put Sima Sishle up this last month. She's been with us for 5 minutes here at DuePoint. 7 months in the DuePoint scheme of things is nothing. Why? Because the ingredient of time is not 7 months, it's years. And in her time with us, she's created a channel worth $1,000 a month. But for the last 2 months in a row, she's achieved the Achievers Quest, and therefore she's got 5 grand 2 months in a row. That means 6,155 Rand 2 months in a row from DuePoint. Don't join DuePoint for the 5 grand, because let me tell you, you're going to put 10 people in and only 8 of them are going to pay, and then you're going to cry and leave. We are not in the business of paying once-offs here. We're in the business of creating permanent wealth. If you miss it 1 month, do it again the next month. And don't put 10 in, put 15 in next time so that you get your 10 paid. Okay, it's a little strategy tip there. All right. If you do this every month, you're able to outperform any income growth you can create from any opportunity in South Africa. People might say to you, no, but you earn too slowly at DuePoint. You can laugh at them. You can laugh at them. There is nothing that will allow you to create wealth as fast as the DuePoint system today. Nothing. No job, no business, no opportunity that's flown in from overseas. Nothing outperforms DuePoint. We have specifically designed it like that for you. In addition, in 2019, we have our 365 challenge running. This is for those of you who want to change your lives this year. Our 365 challenge says, from the day you start with us, whatever day it may be, you're given 365 days, 1 year. If you can put 365 people in 1 year, then we'll give you the equivalent value of 1.25 million rand. That's in a year's time. I don't think any of you, wherever you may be earning your traditional income right now, have any hope of getting 1.25 million rand in the next 12 months. But here you do. If you're able to complete this quest, then we'll put a check of 365,000 rand into your bank account. Your channel will have grown past rank 9 by that stage, which means that we'll be taking you away on a 250,000 rand holiday every year with your family for the rest of your life, potentially. We know that your channel will have grown past rank 11, which means that in the next year you're going to get your very own brand new car. But more importantly than all of that, what are we in the business of here at DuePoint? Wealth creation. Wealth creation is a recurring income. A channel that's greater than rank 11 will be earning somewhere between 40 and 50,000 rand a month. That's 600,000 rand a year. You can, in the next year, if you so choose to do so, create an income of 600,000 rand a year for yourself. You can. These are delivered promises at DuePoint. They're not hopes or aspirations of ours. They're delivered. All you need to choose now is whether you participate or spectate those that go ahead and achieve these things without you. That's your choice today. If you need more information about Constantia and DuePoint, go and get it. We're a public company. That means everything is available to you. Go to the JSC, look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website and see our financials and our directors and our BEE status and all of those sorts of things. Go to the regulators' websites. The FSCA will supply you with our life and short-term licenses, as well as our FSP licenses. You have never seen anything like DuePoint before. I can say that with 100% confidence. Get comfortable and then get active. We've got the tools for you. If you want to become a pro at this, get the tools. They don't make us money, they make you money. You can buy them here at our reception counter, or you can buy them on our online store. Just go to DuePoint.net, click on store, and all of it's available there for you. At the moment on our online store, there's a 20% discount off of our business cards. Go get them now before that special disappears. We've also just launched brand new shirts, men's and females cuts. Go and order them. Get them. If you're here, buy them at our counter. And then get out there and spread the news of DuePoint to the 57 million South Africans waiting for you to come to them with a real solution to their circumstances. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, super simple. 4 steps. Firstly, you're going to have to become a wealth engineer. You need to go to our website, DuePoint.net, read it, watch the videos, download the policy documents. You can do all of that before you've joined. And then when you're comfortable, click join or apply, fill out the form. It'll take you less than 3 minutes to fill out the form. And then you're a wealth engineer without a single cent having left your pockets today. And this afternoon, you can start connecting people and creating wealth for yourself. By the time you go to sleep this evening, you can be wealthier than you were before lunch today. Then, we need you to download the app. You can't do this business without the app, so you're going to need a smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, that's the first place you're going after you leave here today, is to buy yourself a smartphone. Guys, it's 2020 in like 5 months' time. You cannot survive in the 21st century without a smartphone, so go and get one. Then download the app. You will need the app to connect South Africans to us. And then, do the training. Every one of you, when you started your job, did you have to do some training on the first few days? Yes. Your boss probably insisted you couldn't start working until you'd done the training. But here we have people join us and go, I don't need the training. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. You think we're one of those things. We're not one of those things. You need to learn. And so download the app, click the tools button in the app, and watch the training videos. I had a lady say to me today, what do I say to people? It's video number like 3, is what you say to people about DuePoint. How do I use your app? It's video number 4. It's a full training video on how to use the app. How do you earn a gain that returns and rewards and achievers? I don't know what you're talking about. There's a training video on every one of those. Go and watch the training. Once you've watched the training, go and connect people. How do I connect people? Watch the training. And we'll teach you how to connect people to us. You then have to connect 3 people. Once you've connected your 3 people, you're earning at DuePoint. and every connection thereafter, you're building wealth. Do those 4 things and start a whole new life today with DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a tech company, and we are everywhere online, everywhere. You will find us on YouTube. We broadcast across the nation on YouTube. Go subscribe. Go and watch our training. Watch all the stuff, our testimonies, everything on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed. Follow us on Facebook. Every day we create content that you can share and tag. You don't have to create any online content. We make it for you every day that you can use. If you don't have data and want to listen to us via podcasts instead of video, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Anchor. You can find all of our podcasts there. Download our app from the stores and go purchase our tools online. This is a full online business. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday morning is our monthly dev seminar. That's our free training that we do every month. It's 1 hour with me this Saturday on the fundamentals of building channels of wealth. The last 6 months, we've been focused on very basic training, getting people out the blocks. This Saturday, I'm going to take it up a notch. We're going to start looking at intermediate channel building. If you want to get serious about building long-term serious wealth, not a couple $100, you can do that through my basics training. It'll get you to $1,000 a month. But if you want to get to 10, 20, 30, 50,000 Rand a month, then Saturday morning, you need to join me at 11 a.m. If you're not interested in earning money, you don't have to be here on Saturday morning. But if you are interested in creating permanent, lifetime, intergenerational wealth, then 1 hour with me from 11 until 12 this Saturday morning, I want you in this room. Gautengers, in this room, not behind the camera. No one's interested in seeing you behind the camera, in this room. Book your seats now. Go to events and book your seats now for Saturday morning. They're free. I don't charge you. Just book your seat and join me here. Outside of Gauteng, I want to see the stream packed with individuals and you and your wealth engineers in your channels watching us, because we're all very serious at DuePoint about creating wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be visiting Nelspruit next. We were in Bloemfontein this Saturday, and it was epic. It was absolutely awesome down in Bloemfontein. Despite being freezing cold, we had an awesome, awesome time. We couldn't believe how awesome it was. And we're going to have another epic, epic conference up in Nelspruit on the 14th of September. You're given 2 months' notice every time. Go get your tickets booked. Go to events. Scroll down. Book your attendance, yours and your guests. We want to know how big a venue to book, so we need you to book now. And then we need you to start planning your transport and your accommodation. Tickets are free, but you need to get there, and you either need to stay overnight or you need to get there and back in the same day. But get yourself booked in and start planning. We want to build nationwide wealth here at DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you that we will do everything in our power here at DuePoint to change the lives of those that get involved with us. We've already been doing this for nearly half a decade. We have lives so completely changed. And we're offering what we believe is the only economically viable solution for South Africans today. I keep asking people, if I'm wrong, come and tell me what other options we have. We either leave or we do DuePoint. Those are the only two. Job, not going to save you. We know that. If you're lucky to have a job, stick to it and keep it, but it's not going to change your circumstances. Here, we give you a tool that is powerful enough to give you control back, to get you ahead of inflation, and to allow you to build a future of any kind that you want. If you want and have questions and concerns, come and talk to me afterwards, guys. I'll be outside. Talk to the wealth engineer that connected you, or call our client service team. Monday through Friday. Call them. They'll answer any question on any topic that you might have. Come visit us if you're outside of Gauteng. Pop in. Come and see how real we are. But don't walk away today without this tool in your hands. Get out there, pick it up, and start creating wealth today. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live tomorrow night at 6:30. I'll be back on. Make sure you tune back in. And for the rest of you, I'm going to see you outside in a minute. Thank you very much.